Pretty true to form. Anyways, the old coot here coming back at you with another exciting video. This happens to be the camera lens mug from this company AMZHUB, which is pretty cool. I gotta say, this thing is pretty spot on. If you're looking for a gift for someone in your life who happens to be a photographer or a cameraman or a cinematographer or an assistant camera person, whatever, just like even as a daily use or even just as like a gag gift, right, to give to someone, this thing is pretty spot on accurate. It does come with the spoon. I don't know, depending on the link. I'll put a link down below in the description. I'll also put this in my Amazon storefront, so make sure to check that out down below. But you do get two different lids. You get like the sippy cup lid, right? And then you also get one, I guess, that's kind of like a sealed lid that kind of looks like the actual. This is crazy. It actually looks like a lens. I mean, this is plastic, but at first sight, when I saw this, when I took it out of the package, I was like, oh my God, that's the lens. I wonder if you could even put the filters in here. That'd be crazy. I got to test that out one day. But anyways, here's what it looks like, just to give you an idea. None of this is functional, by the way. Like you cannot actually adjust, the rings or anything, but they do feel, it's funny, they do feel like rubberized right there. So you do get like a little bit of rubber action going on. And then the main body of the lens itself is like a type of plastic, I guess. There's the bottom cap. It doesn't remove or anything. It's just on there. But for being a molded, like image stabilizer, like it's showing you all the different markings and everything else. This really is pretty true to form. Like even the like ultrasonic, even the writing, all the lettering, like pretty, they put Canon for Canon, you kind of get the idea, so they don't get into any copyright issues, I guess, or whatever. But lens made in China, you kind of get the idea of what's going on there. But yeah, like I said, it's good that these are on here because they look so realistic, but they don't move or anything. They're not like movable, kind of functions or things or buttons that you can actually do. But this part here is rubber, like the two rings are rubber, and then everything else is kind of like just like this nice little plastic or whatever. And then as mentioned before, like this actually screws on. I'm not going to do it because I can only do it with one hand, but when all this is assembled and put together, if you put this in a lens case, I guarantee you somebody would probably think this is a real lens. And then when you take this part off, here's the inside. So this kind of looks like, it feels like maybe some kind of like, I think it's an aluminum or some kind of aluminum steel kind of poly kind of thing going on over there. It's probably aluminum, I think is my guess, just by the weight alone. It's pretty light. It can't be more than maybe 2 or 3 ounces or something like that. But yeah, definitely for the look of a lens, like for that person in your life or maybe yourself, or where you just want to like sip out of an actual lens, you go to set and you start sipping out of this thing. People are going to wonder what's going on. But that's how that part goes in. And then this part screws in like so. So you kind of get the idea. And then it does have this little lock. I wouldn't, just for safety reasons, like I wouldn't put any liquid in here and then try to turn it on its side. You might get a disaster. What I would do is just put your liquid in there, whatever you drink in the morning, water, coffee, tea, whatever, or in the afternoons or whatever, and then just keep it upright. So that's a good tip. Just keep it upright. And then here it comes with this cool little spoon, right? Which this is like a kind of like a plasticky kind of material on the end, like this ball. It's kind of like it's kind of like almost like a, it kind of resembles a pearl, but it's not exactly a huge pearl. And then the spoon itself feels pretty good. This kind of feels like a good, good quality steel, maybe like a stainless steel kind of a vibe. I don't think it's stainless, but it might be, who knows. But anyways, everything is packaged, right? So this comes in this little case, and then you have all these little plasticky kind of things or whatever. There's the box again, if you want to go ahead and check that out. But pretty cool purchase, I have to say. Like for me being a camera operator in the movie industry, I have to say this looks and feels pretty much exactly like a lens. And from afar, especially when you have it like at this angle, like from afar, or like if you're at the lunch table at lunchtime and you're just kind of doing this thing, it's just one of those cool factor things. You know what I wish they would do? I don't know if they have one. I got to check further, but I wish they would have the bigger lens, the 70-200, the white one. The Canon zoom lens, it's a 70, because that way you can get more liquid out of it or more, more beverage or whatever. But overall, pretty cool. There's the box again, so you can kind of see what's going on. And then in terms of capacity, I would say I'm not sure the exact numbers. I'll put a link down below in the description, but I would say, let me see if I can get this thing back off again. Oh, it's always a pain when you're doing these videos with one hand. But anyways, I would say the capacity in there is maybe like 2 racquetballs, maybe, or like, I would say in terms of fluid ounces, I would guesstimate somewhere like maybe like almost like a soda can. So maybe almost like 12 ounces, like 10 to 12 ounces, I would say is about the range. But anyways, I'll try to get an exact number for you down there below in the link that I'll put to this product, so you can go ahead and check that out. Anyways, I'm the Old Coot. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. And as always, there will be a link to this down in the description and also in the comment section and also on my Amazon storefront. So make sure to check those out. There's the lens again if you want to go ahead and check that out. Pretty cool, pretty believable. Like, you know, this would be like total like gag gift, you know, joke thing or whatever for yourself or for a friend or whatever. Anyways, you get the idea, and I'll catch you all in the next exciting video.